Hi, everyone. We are behind the scenes with two very important people in our production of Little Shop of Horrors. Nissa Kahle on the right. She's our musical director. And Andy McCain on our left. Andy's our puppeteer for the multiple Audrey 2s that you're going to see throughout the show. But spoiler, this is not as big as she gets, right, Andy?
Not at all. This is just the baby.
It's just a baby. Okay, tell us what's special about you two and why we're talking to you two together today.
Well, we like to refer to ourselves as a power show couple.
Oh.
Or a show power couple.
Love that.
Showbiz power couple.
Showbiz power couple.
Love it. Now, have you worked together before?
We have not. This is our first show
first
working
time.
together.
This is my art center debut.
Yes.
Wonderful. And Nissa, you've been here before. Tell us about that.
I was here for In the Heights and I loved it. And Andy was able to come down for opening night and check out the theater and this wonderful space.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes. So I'm very happy to be back.
And so you're still in rehearsal right now for Little Shop as we're taping this. So
That's right.
maybe
Yeah.
by the time someone's seeing it, it's already up and fabulous. But right now, as you see in the background, we've got lights going in. We've got part of the stage going in. And Nissa, tell us about your process. So you're musical director. Where are you? When someone comes to the show, where are you? Are we seeing you? Are we not?
You could see me if you look backwards away from the stage up in the camera, but I would suggest you watch the stage instead. But I'm actually underneath the stage. We're gonna have a 5-piece band playing the scores, and we'll be underneath the stage, and I will be watching the show on a video monitor, and the actors will be able to see me from the stage on a video monitor here. So we're all using technology to connect.
Love
We'll be playing
technology.
live.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the band sounded so great in the Heights when you were here with us last that we had people say, is that a recording? Is it a track? It is not, correct? Like, how many members of the orchestra do you have?
For Little Shop, we're gonna
Yes.
have 5, and many of them just played in Rock of Ages. All of them I got to work with on In the Heights. They're amazing.
Oh,
They're all
great.
really, really excited about the show and the sounds we get to create. We're bringing some of the newest off-Broadway version and having touches of that sound, the modern sound, but we also have the standard traditional 80s, sound of the Little Shop of Horrors that you'll hear on the movie or you would have heard if you saw the original Broadway. So it's a mix of both, and we're excited about it.
Oh, good. I love that Audrey, too, is engaged with this conversation.
Yeah.
Andy, tell us about your career as a puppeteer. How did you learn to do what you're doing?
I actually took a few master classes with some of the original Broadway members of Avenue Q.
Wow.
So he was,
Great.
I'm never going to get his last name right, but his first name is Leo. And he showed me a showing of Kermit the Frog singing, oh my gosh, the
Rainbow Connection?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just a guess. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
great guess. But he showed me that, and then it's
Kermit's also green.
Yeah, Kermit is also
Yeah.
green.
Dad, you have
But
a color
it's,
palette.
It's a lot about creating. There's a breath that you can make with the puppet that keeps it alive while other stuff is happening. But that keeps, as humans, we're breathing all the time, so we're constantly active and engaged.
Wow.
Even when we're just listening, it's it's a form of active listening. But Audrey, to pod 1 here starts off just on the table, and then it eventually grows to pod 2, which is actually operated by the actor playing Seymour. And I won't give away the special effects. You're just going to have to come see the show.
That's right. But there's a lot of magic
There
involved,
is.
right?
There's
I
a
mean,
lot of
really,
theater magic,
the
yeah.
audiences are going to be truly blown away, and we just don't want to give away all the good stuff they're going to see here.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I will
you gotta
say,
come see it.
I will be operating pods 3 and pods 4, which is the pod 3 is probably about the size of a trash can as far as the head size goes, and then pod 4 is, I would say, about
Fills the stage.
it fills
Whoa.
the stage
So
very
this
much.
is a tall
miniature,
person. I'm actually on a step.
Yeah.
If you see him,
Hi.
oh yeah, he is.
and he's fully inside this.
Oh,
So you
gosh.
can imagine it. Just
Yeah.
it fills the stage. It's really
Wow.
exciting to say. Wow.
And then we have another
Yeah.
person voicing
Yes.
Audrey too. So that's Bradford Christian, awesome actor. His
Amazing
voice is
voice.
incredible.
Truly.
But so you two really probably had to work together a lot to coordinate the syncing of that, right?
Yeah, there's a, so because I will just be listening inside of pods 3 and 4, it's really about syncing the words so that the syllables match what potentially could be the lip syncing of the mouth. And this is sort of a very brief, very shy, small example of that feat.
Oh, wow. That is great. Well, all right. So we're dealing with a man-eating plant. For those of you who don't know what this show is about, but there's a love story, there's incredible music, there's great dancing. What would you tell people are the main reasons they need to come to see this?
I would say one, because it's absurdly funny, but also with the given circumstances of what you know about the show, or what you may not know about the show, is that all of the circumstances that the characters are in are just so bizarre that they have to deal with it as truthfully as possible. And so that is something that I feel audiences will be able to connect with. I'm sure everybody's seen something that's been very weird in their life, and how maybe, I don't want to say maybe your kids grow up to be, wonderful but also terrifying beings. No, it's great. Kids are awesome, right? We love kids, right? Yeah, but you take care of your plants, and then your plants grow to be strong and beautiful, or terrifying.
Terrifying.
And I love it because it's a classic. A lot of the songs you're going to recognize, I'm sure, but they all fit into the story. So it's surrealism, and it's exciting, and there's fun scenery. So it is a spectacle show, which is a lot of fun. But all of the characters are heartfelt, and they're timeless. The show is set in the 60s, but you could imagine people dealing with their struggles and their issues. I mean, aside from the man-eating plant, but the day-to-day struggles that you can really relate to them. So, and it's fitting real live people in a surreal and also really, really fun story. And the music is just fun. It feels good to play. It feels good to sing. It's nice to listen to. You're going to be tapping your toes in the chairs. It's great.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for pulling away from rehearsal for a minute to come and talk to us and tell us a little bit behind the scenes of Little Shop of Horrors, running September 28th to October 30th. Bye, everybody. Thanks, Nissa. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Audrey, too. Bye.